Today is actually the anniversary in 17th of March back in 2011 of NATO's initiation of its conflict to destroy the socialist state of Libya in North Africa. This was in the midst of what was called the Arab Spring, which was a very kind of liberal in its politics, uprisings against various regimes in North Africa and the Middle East, all Arab regimes. The only ones to fall were the secular ones, and all the monarchist ones that are the closest strategically to British and US colonialism and to Western neo-colonialism survived and are doing quite well, and are embedding themselves deeper into alliances with NATO and even Russia and China as well. The attack on Libya was conducted on the basis of several lies, first of which that Gaddafi was bombing peaceful protesters from the air. This has been proven to be an absolute lie, including by even parliamentary reports of the British Parliament in recent years. The other accusation, that was the central accusation, and the other accusation promoted by the Qatari state's Al Jazeera news platform, which also contributed many death squads to the NATO project in Libya during the conflict in 2011. They claimed that Gaddafi was recruiting quote-unquote African mercenaries to fight NATO, as if Africans don't have a right to fight their colonizers. Again, this was a lie that was put out there to facilitate the systematic persecution of non-Libyan African black people and Libyan black people as well by NATO's proxies. Actually, it was their first act of rebellion in Benghazi. They were so proud of their action that they filmed themselves attacking and grabbing black people, and just totally sordid and disgusting, horrific behavior of torturing them and hanging them on lampposts throughout Benghazi. So it was a very, very traumatic conflict leading to the deaths of tens of thousands of Libyans, many of which were in the Libyan armed forces trying to defend their people and their country. The Libyan masses and their armed forces did resist throughout the whole summer, and it wasn't until into September, October in 2011 that Libya was defeated by the global alliance of neo-colonial armies of some 40 plus states. The greatest purveyors of violence by far in the world devastated Libya, ending with a horrific racist lynching of its leader Muammar Gaddafi that was splashed on the front pages of newspapers and the first item on Western mainstream media for many days and weeks. One can only imagine what kind of racist messaging was internalized by especially young people around the world in relation to this. The destruction by NATO of the Libyan state removed really the security linchpin of North Africa and the Sahel. The immediate fallout was destabilization in Mali, which then has spread throughout the Sahel, bringing devastation. And around this, UNICEF, the children's body at the United Nations, has just released a report in which it states that children are disproportionately targeted by this destabilization, being attacked directly in terms of injury and death, and also negatively impacting civilian infrastructure such as water supplies, which then points to the fact that really the working classes of the Sahel need a socialist solution to their problems, and putting forward a strategy of only security and stabilization narrowly without a people-centered socialist movement is not going to work at all, and is going to continue feeding the same basis for the destabilization in the first place. And that's where the socialist state of the Jamahiriya of Libya that was destroyed in NATO in 2011 is a much more healthier and functional model, where it seeks to invest in a socialistic way in people's livelihoods, employment, transport, infrastructure, education, healthcare, etc.